Good morning. Welcome back. I'm just going to do a quick video this morning. I have another one that I've been working on for the last couple days that I'm going to keep working on. I'm looking at the project. I'll share it later. But I wanted to show you some of the things that my friend and I found when we went to Montgomery last week. Earlier in the week. We went to a couple different places while we were there, and it was a really wonderful little day trip. Our first stop was the Habitat for Humanity Restore, and I got a couple really good deals there. So let me take you in the other room and show you those. First find was this rug. It was marked $15, and then I found out when I went to pay for everything was 20% off. So $12 for this nice rug, and it's here in the entryway outside my bedroom window, and that's right there is the reason why. It's for him. Well, it's also to have a nicer entryway rug. I don't know if this is its final destination, its landing spot, but it's where it is for now. I don't have the pad under it, so I can still slide it around. It may come more down this way to be centered in the opening into the pantry. Oh, hi kitten. I got all my babies in here today. The parlor, that's the word I wanted. But Cass wakes me up in the morning by pacing around out here outside my bedroom door. And the sound of his nails on the wood floor, and he comes out here early in the morning and sleeps outside my door on the hardwood floor. I tried putting one of his extra beds outside my bedroom door, and wasn't what he wanted. So I bought a $12 rug so he could do exactly what he's doing right now. He can lay down and take a little snooze while he waits for me to get up in the morning. The second little item I found, that's a little bonus Lilith here on the wood floors. Look at her. Look, show us your belly. Kitten, show us your belly. No, not. Come on, beautiful girl. Okay, I didn't find her at Habitat. I found this little nightstand, and it was marked $25, so I got a little bargain on that as well. It got marked down to $20, and it's a nice little solid wood table. It's been painted. It's interior. I think this is the color it was originally, which looks really nice against my floors, but I don't hate that it's painted. I may have to give it a fresh coat, especially the top is a little marked up. But it's in really good shape, and for $20, couldn't beat that. And hey, it evidently is a perfect place for a kitten. So there's actually a shelf down there on the bottom that she's sitting on that doesn't have any pegs to hold it up, but I can easily get some pegs to hold it in there if I want an extra shelf. What do you think, kitten? Just the size for you. Yes. Okay. Now, then we went to like Lowe's and Home Depot, and I had to return that light that it's my fairy that came too late to be installed, and so I got a different one, and a few other miscellaneous things. So then we went to lunch and had lunch at an Indian buffet, which was wonderful. And after lunch, we found a fabric store called King Cotton Fabrics in Montgomery, Alabama. And what a place. It is all decorator fabrics, upholstery fabrics, home deck fabrics, beautiful fabrics. And the majority of the main floor of the store are just fabric samples. And oh my God, just so many options, so many choices, so many beautiful fabrics and trims and things like that. And great place if you're a decorator or, that kind of thing. So, but then we walked in, they're like, oh, is this your first time visiting us? Wait. She just showed the belly, but then she rolled back onto her side. Okay, enough distraction. And we said, yes, this is our first time coming up here or over here, whatever. And they're like, well, you have to check out our bargain basement. And that perked our ears up big time. Like, there's the main room in the bargain basement are just, the end rolls. There's not a lot. Well, there's actually was a lot of them had quite a bit on them, but discontinued fabrics, etc., that they couldn't order more of. And they were like around $10 a yard, which if you've bought decorator fabric, that's a good price. They're like, and then the back room is, everything in there is $5 a yard. And then there's also a section of like end cuts, probably 5 yards or less, that are just marked whatever they are. And I'm like, okay. So I walk downstairs. I'm gonna walk you in here so I can show you the fabric. And the first fabric that caught my eye, oh wait, I can't spoil it. Hold on. So the first fabric that caught my eye was this really fun print with the bright blues and golds with these little birds. And I'm like, that will be perfect for pillows in the blue room. And I love it. It's just so bold and so pretty and so unique. And the colors are perfect in that room. And it was 2.5 yards at, I think, $25, something like that. So good price. And I loved it. I was like, okay, that's for sure. Then I walked into the $5 a yard room, and I found this print. And so Waverly, okay, Kitten, you're really not helping the video on this time. Okay, Kitten, come here. And I'm like, I think that's the right shade of green. Now, it doesn't show up right on camera. This is the room. It's just the green room. It's not an exact match, but it looks really good with the green in here. And I just liked the pattern for $5 a yard. It was really pretty. And I took the roll into the measuring room and asked the gal to let me know how much was on the roll. 19 plus yards. I don't remember what the fraction was, but that's definitely enough yardage to make curtains for these 3 tall windows. Because they don't really have to go all the way to the floor. They could be sill length. I think there's enough here that I can bring them down to at least the top of the baseboards, if nothing else. And I just ordered some hardware, some rods, and some rings. I'm gonna put them on rings on a big rod so that they can open and close really easily. I didn't want them just casings on a rod because that's harder to pull across. Although there's enough here to make like 4 panels for this window and 2 panels for this window. So I guess I could make them on rod pockets and just pull them to the side with tie backs. We'll see. I'm gonna get all the hardware here and measure them all out and do all that. Now, this is Lily. You put a piece of fabric or a sheet on the bed and she has to get under it. So that little lump right now, here's the magic reveal. Whoop, there's a kitten. Hi, kitten. They also had a shelf or 2 of their samples of discontinued fabric, and I bought this little bit of blue textured, it's more of an upholstery fabric, but there's enough there to make a pillow back for a pillow for the couch, and it coordinates pretty nicely with that, but I might just get like a off-white linen or something. And then I found this fabric, just a really nice cotton sateen, so it's satiny on one side and matte on the other, and I was hoping there would be enough that I could, well, I discovered that their fabric lining, drapery lining fabric is only $3.75 or something like that a yard. So this, even at $5 a yard, wasn't that good of a deal as far as using it for lining. But it's such a really, really nice, soft, cottony fabric that I figured I could do something with it for $5 a yard. It probably will dye up nicely, even though it isn't pure white. It's more of an ivory. But I can make aprons with it. I can make it'd be beautiful pillowcases because of the satiny. Not that I need more pillowcases. But I bought it because why not? And that are my finds for the day. I was thinking there was one other thing, but now I don't remember what it was. Well, my friend found some really cool things as well, but they're at his house, so you didn't include those in the video. He also found some fabric and has some little projects with the fabric that he wants me to do, a couple pillow covers and maybe some balances for his kitchen and a couple things like that. And I'm like, well, get in line because now I got projects to work on. Not that I didn't already. So that's the fruits of my labor for that day out in Montgomery. It was definitely a fruitful trip. Definitely going to go back to King Cotton. They told us as we were leaving. Oh, and the staff there are just wonderful people. Just really, really nice ladies. Very friendly, very helpful. And definitely going to put that on my every time I go to Montgomery shopping list to stop in there. But as we were loading the car up with our bolts and things, they said to check back with them in a week or so that they were expecting from the mill between 100 and 150 more bolts of mill end cuts like these. There will be in the bargain basement, and a lot of them will be in the $5 a yard section. So we're planning to go back because I did find some fabric that I thought, I liked for my bedroom, but since I haven't even started on that room, and draperies are usually one of the last things I do when I renovate a room, I decided to wait and see what they had, later. But oh man, if there's a color you want. Oh, and I found this velvet, and I'm kicking myself for not buying this velvet. Super soft velvet, not as heavy as like a traditional cut velvet that you would use for upholstery, but it had a really beautiful drape. It was so soft. It was like wrapping yourself in a kitten or a baby bunny. It was so super soft, and it was this beautiful deep emerald green. And I'm kicking myself for not buying it because, man, it would make some beautiful, I want to make some more capes that I've made before. I don't know if I've showed those on my channel, but I will if I make more. And it would have been a perfect Christmas. I don't know. There would have been so many things I could have made out of it. And then as I was done with my shopping and had wrapped up my purchase, my friend was wrapping up paying for his, and I'm just kind of poking around, and they have that velvet in every color in the rainbow. It's not all in the sale rack. It's upstairs and you can order it. But if you're looking for a super soft velvet, that is the way to go. So I'm kind of filing that in the back of my brain as a future purchase to go get some of those velvets because they were stunning, absolutely stunning, and so soft. Pillows, they would make amazing pillows. They would make, like I said, a cape would be lovely out of them. Yeah, I was in heaven in a bargain basement fabric store for sure. So anyway, that's enough of that. I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm working on a big project this week that I've been kind of pulling my hair out on it, but I'm finally got it going the way it needs to go, and I'm looking at it right now so I can tell you what room it's in. Anyway, I'm going to get back cracking at that and hopefully have a finished video on that project for you by the end of the weekend. Fingers crossed. So talk to you later.